Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 8 of Discordancy. Give me a second. It took me a second to remember. Discordancy. But welcome back. Today, we'll be heading into another new area. We've been able to kind of quickly work our way through these previous two areas. I'm hoping the Temple of Decay is a similar manner. Possibly not, given that this is the area or this might be the area that goes to the next intersection. Again, I know we had that offshoot in a bridge that could potentially have been the path to the next intersection, but we'll find out either today in this episode or next episode. But let's get to it. Let's get right in there. Unfortunately, we had to switch our sword out from our super cobble sword. Moldy bread, lead design. We gotta remember, there's no walls. So we are basing the information that we read off of that off of moldy breads. Oh, I see you up there, buddy. Okay. We've got some pumpkin-headed mobs. We'll have to... Ooh, efficiency 4. That's actually really good. We'll have to see what is going to be in store for us. Now, I have played some Moldy Bread mini-maps before, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this area plays. I don't know if he made it by himself or not. I know a lot of the areas and such in the project were done in a collaborative fashion, with usually a lead. I think... Oh, no. Ace betters. Usually with a lead, I think... yeah, if I remember correctly from what was mentioned, in general, all the areas were somewhat collaboratively done. Hi, pumpkin. Oh, Jesus, you have some knockback on you. Ooh. Oh, God! Jesus! Punch on you! Holy hell! Alright, let's back up. It looks like the inhabitants of this island are not the friendliest. Ooh, I hear. I'll grab that later. Anything up here? Oh! Oh, there is something up here. Unfriendliness, that's what's up here. Hey! Oh, you skeleton bastard. Is this a press marine? No loot up here. Oh! I think that's what that sign says. You cheeky bastard. And then trap it with a bunch of creepers. Touche. Touche. Okay, so this iron over here. I will... Oh, is that something? No. This iron over here, I will have to nab later. I'll do it off screen, just to save the boringness for off screen. What was I saying? Oh yes. Okay, Spider. I heard you. I saw you. I have played some Moldy Bread mini maps. I don't know if... Actually, I think Moldy Bread has done a full-scale map. I'll have to investigate into that at some point. But I really enjoyed his mini maps. I did play them all on live stream. I think they were jam maps. Oh, come on! You guys don't really hurt a huge amount, at least yet. You guys are annoying as shit. Okay. Oh! Ah! Ah! Stop it! Okay, let's back up. Get a little food in us. Get rid of the pesky problems. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to chat about today? Again, I'm trying to put forth an effort to kind of do a little bit of a random chatting with you all versus just doing a straight commentary. Makes it a little more personal. yeah. I know this is something that I've always seen with other LPers, especially LPers that I enjoy watching. People like Good, who usually has has a lot more life experience and interesting things that have happened to him. I always find it interesting. Oh, there's a lot of iron in this area. Lots of iron. Has a lot more life experiences than me. He always has random things he talks about, and I think that adds a little personality to the channel. Makes the person you're watching a little more relatable, potentially interesting to listen to, more interesting to listen to. So it's definitely something I want to continue to work on a little bit, especially given that I hear you shooting at me, Skelly. Especially given that it is good practice. Really, anything is hard when you first start. So if any of you are familiar with my early Monumental Victory series, you will know that I was not the best Let's Player at the beginning. The conversations were filled with a lot of ums and ahs and such like that, so it was kind of almost cringy. Ignore that but you get the idea. It was oh boy. A lot less commentary, a lot more silence and ums versus kind of the occasional ones that I do. But yeah, it just comes with practice. You usually get better. Anything you do, you'll get better with practice. Dear Christ. Hey! Mind your own business. I'm talking here. So, really. Which is a good note for any of you who are interested in wanting to LP or start an LP or anything like that. Don't worry about being bad initially. It just comes with practice. I mean, the more... Oh, dear Lord. The more you kind of practice the LP style, the better you get. It's... When you think about it, LPing is really an odd thing. You're essentially just talking to yourself. So, I have made it a habit of learning how to talk to myself while pretending to talk to you. And I see this gravel over here. Oh god, no! I messed up! Oh god. I've made it a habit of learning to talk to myself while pretending to talk to you. It's an odd thing. You know, your spawner. Realistically, it's a pretty odd thing, but I've gotten used to it. Practice makes perfect. And another hard aspect of LPing, while we're on the topic, for those who are not LPers, who might consider wanting to do it at some point in the future, another hard thing to learn, which is really something you have to learn how to do, is being able to multitask, being able to keep conversation or talk or whatnot while stuff is going on. I mean, I'm not the most perfect at this, but I try my best to continue to work on that every chance I get. I think this conversation changed from one thing to another. Oh well, I'll go with the flow. We'll turn this conversation into tips and tricks to LP. I know I'm not the best at it, but I do have some experience, which helps a lot. And oftentimes, just a lot of it really realistically just takes a lot of practice. You know, forcing yourself to talk to some degree, ultimately just to keep things less bland. So For example, it's better to be saying something. Ooh! Better to be saying something than nothing. Long gaps and silences, oftentimes bad. Bad for viewership. Most people don't like just watching a silent something. Even speedrunners who don't talk will have like music going and stuff like that, just to keep some type of engagement going. There we go. So just keeping some type of engagement going is usually a good tip I would suggest. Either through talking. Oftentimes I find the easiest thing to do, especially for newer players. They want to kind of keep that talking going, because like I said, one of the major things you got to learn to do while let's playing is pretty much forcing yourself to talk. It's usually something that you have to practice to get going, because you don't typically want to go too long without saying something. In order to prevent kind of boredom with viewers. This is something I was guilty of pretty heavily when I first started LPing, and since then I have improved that infinitely. I've gotten a lot better at, let's block that off, a lot better at conversations, or just chatting. Oh god, you're fast. Oh god, you're fast. Oh, you kind of hit hard too. Well, we've gotten from a point of soft and casual. Oh, Guardians! Soft and casual to hardcore penetration going on here soon. But one of the easiest things, at least when I was initially learning how to properly LP, because again, it's a learning experience. It's not something you just know how to do initially, usually, unless you have some type of background in like a, I don't know if background would be good for public speaking. Maybe if you have some type of background in a public speaking type of situation, storytelling maybe, something where you kind of talk a lot, or maybe improv might be a good background. I would say unless you have like a background in one of those, you're usually going to need to practice. And the easiest thing I find to do for practice, just to get a good learning sense, come on, Guardian, to get a good learning sense is just talking about the situation that's going on. This is what I did a lot, and I still do a lot. Did a lot and still do a lot to some degree. It's just kind of kind of an easy out. It's just talking about the situation that's going on while you're playing, what you're thinking, your thoughts. It'd be so easy to just farm these guardians for the so easy to farm these guardians for the prismarine shards. I won't, because I'm honorable, and I'm LPing it, so I can't. Oh god, I can't anyways. But yeah, just kind of talk about the situation, what's going on. Ow! It's always an easy way to practice. Just good way to practice communicating, chatting, talking about the situation, what's going on, your thoughts on everything. Dear God, you guys hurt. I need to back up. Back up. Oftentimes that will be a good way to just practice communicating, practice talking, practice filling in the voids of silence, and practice just forcing yourself to talk. That's kind of what I would say about that. Outside of that, I don't know if I have any more to say about that. That is that. And And there you go. Good way to good decent advice for those who are interested in potentially starting an LP. Oh. Oftentimes I'll find that even just making noises and such can be more entertaining than not doing anything at all. Why is there a guardian in the middle? There's no water. Oh, there is some water. There is some water. You cheeky guardians. Get over here. Hey. Skelly. It's not your business. Oh, boy. Ah. Okay. Sharpness 3. That's pretty good. Strength potion. We can nab that and upgrade it. I would prefer to upgrade it before using it. While strength 1 by itself is pretty solid, I would much more prefer, and I will drop those off as much as I would like to craft them together and be like, look, Prismarine block for the monument. I won't cheat. I'll stay true to my values of CTM. Okay. Very crypt-like, I would say, the place that we're in right now. Oh. Very crypt-like. I'm wondering if that was... Because it was a decayed... Temple of... Tower of Decay or something like that? Decayed Tower? Ooh, hello. Wondering where said tower is. I'm guessing we'll probably find it here at some point. Though I'm definitely seeing the decayed-like theme with this area. Okay, that's something interesting. Okay, mobs without weapons. Oh, we'll have to keep that in. Keep an eye on them. Hello? Ooh. Hello, bread. It's to health. Okay. We're getting some decent items from this area. I think one of the best things that we've seen in this area already is just the iron ores. Ooh, this stuff is pretty good too. The iron ore that is out and about within the area. It's probably one of the best things that we've found so far. And I'm hoping to find more of that. I know we have, from our a little bit of an initial investigations. Dear Lord, where all these creepers come from? Are there creeper spawner somewhere around here? There probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, Grandmaster Battle Staff. Sharp 3, knockback 2. It has a base. Ooh, that's really good. I think that's worthy of swapping out our weapon for that Grandmaster Battle Staff. Knockback 2. +4 max health. Ooh, that's really good. So, in theory... Oh, did I just one-shot it, or was he low health? I think he was low health. Oh, no, he wasn't low health. Oh, the stick of justice is about to rain truth upon the sinners. Come here, my friends. Well, unless you took fall damage. It's hard to say at this point. You could have. I think we found our tower, though. I'm like two-shotting these mobs. Come here. I'm thinking it's not showing the proper damage values for it, so it's actually being a +6 damage, and then having sharpness 2, which oh god, I think this is functionally an iron sword with sharpness 2. Sharpness 3, sorry. Whew. Holy shit. You guys have done fucked up. You've made me too strong. Now, as long as I don't die and lose it, I should be able to conquer the universe. Nope. Oh god. Shit's OP as hell. Okay, I saw the chest over yonder. Let's try to get up to that. Oh, oh. Oh boy. I think this functionally is equivalent to that stick at the moment. The exception, this one has unbreaking, which this one doesn't need. This one has knockback too. This one has a little bit more knockback resistance, but this has. Okay, so I think our stick is probably functionally equivalent to. Oh boy. One hit it. Functionally equivalent to a sharpness 3 sword. Sharpness 3 iron sword. I think that's what our stick is equivalent to. Oh boy. Me and you, stick, we're going places. This feels OP as shit. Especially given the fact that sticks don't have durability. So the only way I'm losing is if I throw it. Ooh, multi-pickaxe, I will take that. The only way we're losing it is if I throw it, or if I die and like a creeper explodes or something, or I die and it despawns. Functionally, it's the only way I'm losing this bad boy. Where the hell are we? Or maybe if I accidentally craft it into something, which would be ridiculous. Huh? We at I3? Sup. I will take your sup, and I will mine through it. No. Intersection 3 teleporter. This is not intersection 3. I don't trust this button. Or this... Are we near intersection 3? This is not intersection 3. Is this intersection 3? It is! Well, I found the intersection. Found the intersection. That's a good start. However, we have not found the disc yet, which is a bad start. But I would love to unlock the teleporter, so that we can drop off a few things. Repair some things. Let me clean up my inventory, clear out my inventory, and we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. All right. Cleaned up my inventory. Repaired some stuff. Upgraded my pickaxe. We're good to go. Let's find our record. Do I have to go back this way? Yeah, because that way... Not up? Okay. This way led over to the intersection. So it has to be back where we were. I'm guessing there might have been a branch or something we missed off of this, but hey, at the very least we found an intersection, which is a major step forward. Okay, we haven't gone over this way. Let's just... Oh boy, that's a lot of... Cheers? Oh, wreck those mobs. Actually, you know what? Speaking of shears, which I could definitely use for that cobweb, we should have a set of shears at base. Assuming I brought them from the first intersection, we should have a... Get out of here! I ran the wrong way. We should have a set of shears at base. the vine cutter ones that we found in... I don't remember the name of the area. The viney area. We should have a pair of those. This one. Let's double check. Oh, I didn't grab them, did I? Oh, no, I did. Vine rivers. Those should do the trick. We'll save us some. Well, save us some durability on the sword we don't have. Perfect. Perfect. I guess it's one of the downsides of not having a proper sword weapon is that we don't have a good way to deal with cobweb. Though these shears should do the trick, hopefully. And hopefully I don't run into... Oh, I saw that spark. Shoot. Hopefully I don't run into too many issues. Looks like I will be dealing with a few bad apples. But we can handle it. Easy peasy. Let's get rid of these ones up on the ceiling too, because the last thing I need is to be punched up into the air, into a cobweb, and then be completely helpless against the swarms of bad things that want to do bad things to us. Well, I guess at the very least I can say there is some benefit to these cobwebs being here. Get out of here. Light. Light. Now, where the hell did that mob run up here? I think he did. I don't know why, but I think he did. Come on over. This stick is way too good. I am totally going to lose this. We are going to lose the hell out of this stick. I can feel it now. I already feel it now in my bones. I've been in this situation far too many times. And I know the end result of it. We get some super strong item, and then we lose it. This is exactly like happened with pretty much every time I find that item I've dubbed the Hand of Rock. The axe, the super powerful diamond axe in super hostile maps. Every time I find it, without fail, I lose it pretty quickly. So I can almost guarantee... Oh, don't you blow up over there. Well, that's some type of trap, possibly. Most likely. Okay, let's go investigate that real quick. Efficiency 4 multi-pick. I will nab you. Grab as many of these arrows as possible, given that we don't have infinity anymore. Scythe of the Undying. Ew. Ew. I like the Smite 4, Looting 3. The -8 health. That is only -4 hearts. I'm gonna nab it. That could potentially come in handy at some point, but realistically... Oh, don't explode. Realistically, my stick is gonna be way more useful than that. I don't like what's going on here. What is this all about? Well, that's an area. Is this like a shortcut or something? You know what to do. I do. I think this is a shortcut. Yeah, it looks like a shortcut. Alright, well that's good. Not that we need it at this point because we have the teleporter. But, sure. Thanks, Moldy. Alright, let's see what this business is all about. Oh boy. Lots of guardians, which are never fun. No. At the very least, let's try to pick them off. We have a nice collection of arrows. I'll take like 2 to 3 arrows for each of them, unfortunately, but... Oh, hell, it's gonna be hell. Ow! Oh boy, I do not want to be down here right now. Oh, up and out. That's the last thing you want to have happen is get caught up with a pack of guardians and nowhere to swim to. That's how you die. Come on. Okay, I need to take out this guardian spawner over here. Oh boy. And this one. That's also another downside of having this stick weapon. I can't block. Not the worst, but still sucks. Ooh, yeah, get in the water over there. Excuse me. Pardon me. I don't know what's going on. Ah! Record! I thought this was Tower of Decay. What tower? I've not really seen a tower, per se. Let's try to get this as lit as we can. Ah. There we go. That will make it easier if for some reason we need to come back here. I usually prefer not to if I don't need to. Alright, fantastic. I think I'm running the wrong direction at this point. Oh, am I? No. We're going the right way. Oh, yeah, we are. Fantastic. Alright, so we managed to nab ourselves a record. Nab ourselves the next intersection. I would say this has been a productive episode. That actually went a lot quicker than I anticipated. But nonetheless, I enjoyed this area a lot. This was good. Especially the stick. The stick is going to go places. This is probably one of the better weapons in the map. I'm not going to say best because I don't know what the rest of the map holds in store. But this is definitely one of the better weapons in the map. But yeah, actually, hold on. Why am I coming over here? We need to go drop off our record. Senor Mall. I believe, if this is the one I'm thinking of, is my favorite record. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Alright. Oh, how the hell did I get the arrow straight in the top of my head? Oh, it's gone. Alright, well that's going to do it for today, everyone. Thanks for joining as always. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye!